Hi, I wanted to do a quick video about sharing my experience with LASIK because I'm not sure if there's a lot of truth. I mean, there are a lot of complaints about LASIK, but I so I did LASIK I got out of the military in 2013. I did LASIK in 2014. I didn't do my research. I went with a doctor that I was recommended by others. It's like I was in California and they're like, yeah, he's great. He does the 49ers and he does a lot of the famous people and he fixes their eyes. And I went in and I told him on the day of surgery that I had a problem with my left eye. My left eye didn't feel normal. And he looked at it and he's like, "Oh, yeah, you'll be fine." And so what the way a lot of LASIK places work is that they do everyone at once on a Friday or a Saturday, and it's kind of like you feel like cattle and you're being herded, and it's like 5 minutes per eye. They cut a flap, they lift it, and then they start burning, right? But here's the thing that I didn't know is that the more nearsightedness you have, the more they burn. So I was -5, -4. And when I actually started to smell the burning of the eyeball, that's when I started to freak out. And I think I tensed up on this one, and I already had problems with this one on the day of surgery. And if he was a real doctor, he would have said, let's just do one eye. But, it's like they don't care because they're making thousands of dollars from each person. And after that, um, after the surgery, it was bad. I had dry eyes. I had to put in drops every hour for like 2 years. This, um, if I would get dehydrated or not enough sleep or I drink too much alcohol, this whole left side of my brain would hurt for 2 days. No pills would help. I went through all the eye drops that you can find in a store, and I finally found Ayurvedic rose drops at an Ayurveda school in Mount Madonna that helped me. And after using that for a year to 2 years, I was able to combat my dry eyes. And now I don't use any drops. But does my night vision suck? Yes. Um, my night vision is crap compared to what it used to be. And then I was a sharpshooter in the military. And then I remember when I went to the shooting range after I got LASIK, and my eyes were crap because they lose the muscle memory, they lose the focus from the surgery. So what I should have done was gone to the eye yoga schools in India and retrained my eyes to see, because your eyes are like a muscle. And I started to lose my vision when I started watching too much TV um, in Canada. And that's when they and started to work on things at night. And that's when they started to degrade. And instead of being patient with myself and telling myself, yes, I can retrain my eyes. I can go to India and do exercises. There are people that retrain their eyes to see. I took the shortcut method of going with LASIK, and which screwed me up for life. Like I feel my eyes deteriorating right now. And after I had problems is when I started researching the LASIK industry, and I heard of the whistleblowers that they approved LASIK before all FDA approved LASIK before all the tests even came in. All the suicides that happened from LASIK and still happen from LASIK. Um, and so basically, they went along with it because of all the money to be made, just like with anything, just like with the vaccines. It's a money-making scheme. Like, who cares if it ruins people's immunities? Who cares if it makes women infertile? Who cares if it destroys your organs? Big pharma is a money-making thing. LASIK is a money-making thing. Lip fillers is a money-making machine for all the people that don't choose the hard road of doing the exercises or going into archery or doing long distance to train their eyes, or just by loving how they're made. I should have just been okay with wearing contacts or glasses. But no, and now I have to pay for it. And so do your research. That's what I wanted to tell you. Do your research. There has been a lot of suicides from LASIK. There has been a lot of damages to the eyes, people's eyes feeling like sand their whole lives, like they can't even open a window. I heard horror stories because I was ready to sue my doctor, and then I find out you never win. You lose 60,000 because all the LASIK doctors support each other. So it's kind of like you can't sue the vaccine companies because they're not liable. The government took over liability. So I have the same feeling about the vaccine. I'm going to do another post on that, another video on that. So don't get sucked in. Do your research. Don't be like me. And be smart. Be smarter than them.